What's up, everybody? It's Farmer Munchiezzz. Welcome back to the channel. We're back here on the Homestead Survival Challenge on Tassi Farm. It's a beautiful March morning, and not only is it beautiful in the skies, it's beautiful because it's the start of planting season. Yes. Let's jump up in our Unimog. And we have some fields over there that we need to put some seed down on. We look at our crop calendar. There's 3 crops that we have to deal with. The first of which is oat. Not only do we need the straw from the oat, but we also need to make some flour to make some bread. So we got to get some oat in the ground. Also, we need to get some sorghum in the ground. We'll do that this episode, but that's next month. Sorghum we need not only for the chickens, for food, but we also need it for pig food. So we're going to need that. And then last on the list, we're going to plant is some sugar beets. Sugar beets are put down in March, and we need that to get ready for year 3, because if we plant that in year 3 for our sugar, we'll be behind schedule. So we need to get that in the ground this month. And that's basically our 3 crops. The other crop we're going to need to get in the ground is canola, but we can't plant that until August. And we'll have a field free after we harvest one of the other fields, so we'll plant the canola then. Now, before we start hitting the fields, we're going to keep the same seeder. That seeder works great, but we're going to upgrade our planter. So let's go ahead and head to the store with our old planter. We're going to upgrade a little bit since our fields are a little bit bigger now. Let's hook up to this little thing. And let's take it to the store. And let's trade it in. All right, back at the store. All right, let's get this thing sold. Pull up here in this trigger. We'll repair it for a whole $400. Repaint it for $917. And let's sell it. $12,487. Yes, sell it. And we got an achievement. And we got another achievement. Beautiful. I just reloaded my computer, reinstalled Windows, and reinstalled Farming Simulator. So I've been getting a lot of achievements again. Let's pop into the store. Let's go down to planters. We're going to stick with the same brand, the Lizard Penta line, but we're going to get something bigger. We're going to go with the 6 meter, 13 row for $34,000. And I think that's going to do it for us. We'll buy it up. 34,100. And while we're here, we'll fill it up with some seed and some fertilizer. I don't remember how much it held, so we'll get 3 seeds. And we'll get some fertilizer for it. When you get 3 bags of this, there's leftover, there's leftover. It's better to have too much than not enough. Most awesome. Let's go get it hooked up. And let's get her filled up. And let's fill it up with the fertilizer. And we should be good to go. Let's get it back to the homestead. All right, we got our planter back. We'll park that right here. That field's going to be last to plant. Or close to last. Let's hook up to our good old seeder. And we'll start getting to work. Let's back on up to it. We got some seed right over here we can top it off with. And let's head over to the fields. We'll take care of that far field first. come all the way to the end. We'll set up our GPS. We'll run 2 headlands. And we'll select oat for our seed type. We'll drop her down. Lock on. And let's plant some oat. Let's go.
March rolls in with a chill in the breeze. Sun hits the fields and the mud hits my knees. On a mark, fired up, pulling that red Massey Ferguson humming, doing what it said. White lime settled the ground, said to go. Fertilizer down, now it's time to sow. Drop that seed, let the dirt spin around. Another homestead season. Oats in the ground, we're putting oats in the ground, kicking off the year. Hard work humming loud and clear. Dust clouds roll, diesel sound. Another dream, planting oats in the ground. Yeah, the homestead's growing, no slowing down. From lime to seed, we own this town. Riding that Unimog, pulling that sound. We're kicking up March, oats in the ground. Every road straight, every pass tight. Steel on soil just feels right. Feeding this land, building that bread. Flawed dreams up in my head. We'll mill it down, bake it right. Homestead bread by firelight. Working the dirt till the sun goes down. Yeah, we're earning life with oats in the ground. We're putting oats in the ground, kicking off the year. Hard work coming loud and clear. Dust clouds roll, diesel sound. Another dream, planting oats in the ground. Yeah, the homestead's growing, no slowing down. From lime to seed, we own this town. Riding that Unimog, pulling that sound. We're kicking up March, oats in the ground. Ain't no rest for the soul and soul. Every furrow cut makes a story whole. Planting dreams that the bread will feed. Tassi Farm life, that's all we need. We're putting oats in the ground, breaking new days. Sweating diesel, that's all we fly out for the homestead, pride for the crown. March starts strong, oats in the ground. Yeah, the Unimog's roaring that Massey sound. Every pass a promise, every turn proud. We're building a life from the dirt we found. Oats in the ground. Oats in the ground. From seed to loaf, it all starts here. March on Tassi Farm. Oats in the ground.
All right, we got our oat planted. Raise it up. Let's take the seeder. We're done with it for this month. We'll need it next month, but we don't need it right now. Bring it on over here. We're just going to drop it on this property so we can pick it up easy. We don't need to put it away yet. We'll drop it. And now we need to pick up our planter. We get to try out the new big boy. I'm kind of excited. Let's back on up to it. Pick her up. Make sure she's set to the right kind of seed to plant. We're going to go over to sugar beet. And let's head over to the field. We're going to do this little field right here. And turn around. And we'll set up our GPS. We might not have needed such a big planter. Maybe we can downgrade. We'll see how it goes. We'll do one headland. We'll lock on. Pull up a little bit. We'll drop it down. And let's see how this thing works. Let's plant us some sugar beets.
March wind blowing that cold right through, but the fields are calling, got work to do. Unimow rattle with that diesel growl, pin a planter hitting every inch of the plow. Lime laid down and the fur took hold, now the homestead's ready for a pot of gold. Sugar beet seed dropping row by row, planting sweet roots down where good things grow. We're laying sweet roots in the dirt, kicking up March with a whole lot of work. Unimow thunder, beet seed flying, sugar dreams rise when the sun is shining. Yeah, next month's grind gonna show our worth, turning that crop into homestead sugar birth. Plant season's calling and we ain't hurt. We're laying sweet roots in the dirt. Every pass tight, pulling steady and true. Dust on my boots, sky shining blue. We're feeding tomorrow with the day's hard sweat. Sugar for bread and we ain't done yet. Fields were carved from that town.
Well, the sugar beets are done. A lot faster than I thought they would be. I think we went overkill on the size of planter. For some reason, I thought the field was going to be a lot bigger. That's all right. We can downgrade, now we know. Although I don't think we're going to need a planter very much longer. We can put this away. We'll stick it down here on the end. I think that should do good right there. We'll get out of here. And our planting is done for this month. We'll come to the house. Have a nice tea. I'll talk to the wife, see what she's up to. And I'll see you in April. All right, it's April. And you know what they say about April. April showers bring May flowers. Well, if you look here, down here at the weather, 10, 12, 14, 16, all rain. It's 8 o'clock right now. We need to put some sorghum in the ground, which means we better get a move on. We'll jump in the Unimog. And let's get this planter hooked up. It won't take us long. It's not like we got really big fields. I know harvesting is bad in the rain. I'm not sure about seeding and planting. But it's probably better we don't take a chance. Let's switch on over to sorghum. Ah, that's right. We need the planter, not the seeder. Alright, we'll drop the seeder. And we'll go grab the planter. Maybe it was good we got the bigger one. We'll back on up to this planter. And we'll pull it out of here. And let's head over to our field. And we'll back on up into our place. We'll get our GPS turned on. Two headlamps sound great. Make sure we get over to sorghum. All right, let's get this thing done. Let's lock on. Drop her down. And let's plant us some sorghum. Let's get her done.
April sun rising, sky burning red. Fuel the mom grumbles like it just got fed. Massive seed of dragon, steady behind. Last field calling with a hungry mind. This one's for the chickens, this one's for the pigs, keeping our homestead running big, planting that sorghum row by row, gritting my teeth and a long day to go. We're planting sorghum for the stock, kicking up April in the Tassi rock. Last field down, let the diesel talk. Hard work echoes when the Unimog walks. Yeah, pigs and chickens gotta eat their fill. my face. This whole homestead's falling into place. Seed hitting soil with a rhythm and rhyme. Every road perfect, every passing time. We've sown the oats, we've sown the beets. Now it's time for that animal feed. When the harvest hits and the bins unlock, we'll feed them all with sorghum stock. We're planting sorghum for the stock, kicking up April in the Tassi rock. Last field down, let the diesel talk. Hard work echoes when the Unimog walks. Yeah, pigs and chickens gotta eat their fill. Homestead life don't stop, never will. We're planting sorghum round the clock. Yeah, sorghum for the stock. Every seed a promise.
All right, the sorghum is done. We got all 3 of our fields planted. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think our harvests are going to be so much better. We can finally park this planter now. Well, I didn't want to park it right there. We'll park that right there. And I think all we have really left to do this month, which I wasn't planning to, but if we step out of the vehicle, we can see grass is up to our knees, which means it's time to cut some grass. So I guess we're gonna cut some grass real quick and get that taken care of. Let's find our mower. I think it's on the other side. There it is. We'll connect up to that. And we'll get our forage wagon. And we're ready to rock and roll. We'll start over here. Unfold our mower. Drop her down. Turn her on. Get our forage wagon going. Let's take care of this grass real quick.
Fields all seeded, March and April done. Now the grass is rising underneath that sun. Unimog fired with a thunder growl. Sam was on the front like a hungry prowl. Putting good wagon tacking right behind. Picking up the cut with a workman's mind. Fresh green laying like a carpet roll. Mowing this homestead heart and soul. We're cutting that grass before the grow. Kicking up dirt where the south winds blow. Unimog thunder, mower down low. This homestead grind's all we know. Yeah, putting good humming, letting it flow. Feeling that wagon row by row. We're mowing now the fields we just sowed. Grass before the grow. Grass before the grow. Grass before the grow. Sun beating down on my neck and hat. Tassi dust flying, can't beat them. Oh, a blade singing, wagon stays fed. Living this life that the hard work bred. Grass to the silo, feed for the year. Homestead hungry, but we ain't got fear. Every cut swirls like a country show. Green stakes high, that's how we roll. We're cutting that grass before the grow. Kicking up dirt where the south winds blow. Unimog thunder, mowing down low. This homestead grind's all we.
Well, wouldn't you know it? It started raining. But we got a lot done. We got our fields planted. We got some grass mowed. I guess it's a rain day. We take the rest of the day off. And with that, I guess we'll call that an episode. Thanks, Rain. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, Farmer Munchiezzz. I'm going to end this episode like I end every episode. Well, this is the first time I've been rained out. It's not like every episode, but come on back. Let's see what kind of madness we can create. Everyone have a great day. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.